him. But for myself, I know his name is God. That is my name. Myself. Like mom is call him God. And the same me, I call him God.
Kiran Tui, 7 News.
Final preparations are underway for next weekend's St John's Carols by Candlelight in Elder Park. So get your singing voice ready, because on Flashback tonight, we're going back to where it all began 80 years ago.
Have yourself a merry little Christmas.
It is so magical.
Let your heart be light.
It's the festive tradition that's been drawing us to Elder Park since 1944.
A crowd of 50,000 packed Elder Park to celebrate the magic of Christmas.
Nothing quite beats looking out into that crowd.
Ours is the second oldest carols in the country.
Well, you better watch out. You better not cry. You better not pout. I'm telling you why.
Only Melbourne started earlier in the late 1930s. For the first few decades, the rotunda was the focus. Then in 1954, the now demolished Advertiser Sound Shell opened.
We have had some enormous names grace our stage at Elder Park over the years.
Dancing and prancing in Triggle Bell Square in the frosty air.
This year marks Rosanna's 20th as a Carols host.
I can guarantee you I don't have a favourite, but I can tell you that I know the lyrics to pretty much every single carols.
She's been doing it so long it almost sounds like they're singing about her.
So I pretty much convince everyone backstage to sing Rosanna instead of Hosanna.
So of all the stars, what about favourites?
Hello, Adelaide! It's so good to be home. Can I get a cheer from all the kids?
Hugh Sheridan, always having him come back home is a real highlight.
The lights are turned way down low. Oh, let it snow, let it snow, let it snow.
Dami Im is one of the standouts for me. She is absolutely amazing.
The parklands were transformed into a sea of shimmering light as the chaos of last-minute shopping was swept aside and the true spirit of Christmas took hold.
And while families always get into the Christmas spirit, sometimes Mother Nature doesn't.
As darkness fell on Elder Park, there were nearly 20,000 candles blowing in the strong winds which had buffeted the city all day.
We've had carols where it's been 38 degrees and we've sweated up a storm on that stage. We've had carols where we've been absolutely drenched.
Then there were the challenges of COVID.
There won't be scenes like this at Elder Park this Christmas.
The thing is, again, the show must go on. So we ended up doing an online version of it.
Hosted by 3 of 7 News' own, this year's virtual event will showcase an impressive lineup of Aussie artists.
But that's all now ancient history, and the stage is set for the big man in red's arrival next Saturday. So will Rosanna be doing it in another 20 years?
If you wheel me out in a wheelchair, maybe. A little walking frame.
Time for sport now. Bruce is at Adelaide Oval, soaking up that winning feeling.